1 and liquid oxygen aboard, Falcon 9 also uses helium in order to keep the tanks pressurized in flight and the propellant flowing correctly into the engines to prevent any air bubbles or gases from entering the engines as the propellants deplete. Helium load began before the webcast went live today, but it's going to continue to be topped off until about a minute and a half before launch. Additionally, engine show procedures have begun, and this is where we open up those pre-valves between the first stage prop tanks and the 9 Merlin engines. What this does is it allows a little bit of that cold liquid oxygen to flow into the turbo pumps, bringing them down to a temperature close to that of the super chilled propellant that will soon be flowing through the engines at liftoff. The vehicle is healthy right now. The Falcon 9 team is tracking no issues. The payload went on internal power at T-minus 15 minutes. We were hearing the payload is healthy, and the weather is looking really good for an on-time launch today. The last weather balloon that was launched is showing that everything is within wind limits. We're not violating any of the cloud rules, and things are looking really good for an on-time launch today. Additionally, the range remains green for launch, and as of right now, all systems are go. The Mira Petit satellite being launched on today's Falcon 9 is for our customer PT Telkom Indonesia, the largest telecommunications and network provider in the country. Mira Petit, which translated in Indonesian to red and white, is a reference to the colors of the Indonesian national flag. This satellite will play an important role in enhancing telephone and internet service for Indonesia's 17,000 islands, particularly for remote areas as well as other parts of South and Southeast Asia. The satellite...
Check out that test chamber they have it in. It's got all the spiky, I think those are made of foam. I think that's for like acoustic testing. Because like we'll see in like audio recording environments, like similar foam things on the walls. I think they like absorb sound waves or something. They're doing like the testing on the satellite here. It's freaking big. Look at that. Oh, no, don't do that. No. I have to. Where were we?
First ever block. 6th at 10:04 p.m. here and 1:04 a.m. Kind of see it from this image. Just the bottom 2/3.
Right there.
It's and counting. Good for an on-time launch today. The last weather balloon that was launched is showing that everything is within wind limits. We're not violating any of the cloud rules, and things are looking really good for an on-time launch today. Additionally, the range remains green for launch, and as of right now, all systems are go. Together a video about their operations that we'll show you right now.
You're going to tell us about the satellite.
Indonesia. The only company dually listed on both the Indonesian and New York stock exchanges. As one of the best public companies in Indonesia, Telkom Indonesia has a vision, mission, and strategic objectives to grow through continual improvement. Telkom Indonesia offers business and product portfolios tailored to suit the needs and lifestyles of its consumers. Mobile services, fixed services, consumer digital, enterprise digital, interconnection and international traffic, and network infrastructure. Telcom's digital times services, supported by the synergy of business entities, with state-of-the-art technology and the widest coverage. In order to realize its vision, mission and strategic objectives, Telkom Indonesia is focused on increasing business growth through its mobile cellular business, as shown by its broadband backbone network from Sabang to Merauke, and the establishment of business services in Singapore, Hong Kong, Timor-Leste, Australia, Malaysia, Macau, Taiwan, the USA, Myanmar, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. 3P is a concept for Telkom in implementing corporate social responsibility. Planet, creating a digital environment. People, creating a digital society through ICT training. And profit, creating a digital economy.
Showing us the satellite.
Telkom Indonesia has won recognition and numerous awards
like
for its
performance
videos
at local, to like their business customers,
regional, and international levels. Telkom Indonesia is conquering digital technologies in the air, on land, and at sea, and is set to become the king of digital.
You want to see cool pictures of satellite?
We are currently 3 minutes and 35 seconds away from liftoff, and Falcon 9 is moving into the final stages of the countdown. The first and second stages are nearly fully loaded with 1 million pounds of kerosene fuel and liquid oxygen. The first stage should complete its loading at T-minus 3 minutes, and the second stage will finish its topping off at T-minus 2 minutes. At the T-minus 60-second mark, listen in closely for the announcement that Falcon 9 is in startup, which means that the rocket's autonomous internal flight computers have taken over the launch countdown. The Mirapiti payload continues to be healthy. The Falcon 9 team is tracking no issues on the rocket. The weather is looking beautiful, and the range is green for launch. So as we near that T0 mark, let's listen in to the countdown net.
Stage 2 launch approach is closed down. Falcon 9 is on internal power.
This is a cool shot because you can see on the right side of the rocket they're venting liquid oxygen up. And you could see some of it was kind of going down, so it was still kind of liquidy, but then most of it was like evaporating into cloudiness. The only reason you can see it is, I believe, because it makes the water vapor and the air condense into this shot right here on the right side of the rocket. I believe liquid oxygen is bluish.
Falcon 9 isn't starting.
T-minus 1 minute.
Go for launch.
Cool.
Minus 15 seconds.
Falcon 9 is deployed.
5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Please subscribe. Put a comment in the description. No. Touchdown. Yeah, that's cool. Big old trail.
Wow. Great.
Whoa.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Supersonic.
We are 1 minute and 7 seconds into flight, and as you can see, Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off. Coming up next, you'll hear Max Q.
Vehicle is experiencing maximum dynamic pressure.
And as you just heard, the vehicle is experiencing maximum dynamic pressure. That's the point at which the stresses on the Falcon 9 are highest than they are at any other point during the flight.
Back engine chill.
Everything is looking nominal right now. Now coming up, we're going to have 3 events happening in rapid
You
succession.
can see the flames
The first is the
spreading
MEJOEM,
out
which
more and
stands
more.
for main engine cutoff.
Okay.
That are all 9 of the Falcon 9 first stage engines will shut down. That'll be followed by
How do they
stage
possibly
separation.
have the
That's where
cameras
stage
work
1 will
like that
separate from
well?
stage 2. And then we'll have
How do you
SDS1
possibly
or
get the cameras
second
to
engine
work that
start
well in the
1.
atmosphere and
That
everything?
is where that MVAC engine, that Merlin vacuum engine on stage 2
The
is going
cameras
to
can
ignite
work in
and carry stage 2
Don't need
onto orbit.
air to work.
You know, that MVAC chill is looking good. That's where we bleed a little bit of that super cold liquid oxygen into the engine.
So shut down. Eco. Stage separation confirmed.
Oh,
Yeah, it's cool.
And as you can hear by the applause and see on your screen, we've had a successful
Oh, that is
stage
cool on the
separation
left
and
side.
ignition of that
really
second
Colors
stage
coming off
MVAC
the
engine.
grid fins.
I
for
know,
the
that's so
second
cool.
stage
Now coming up in
exhaust.
about 25 seconds, we're
the
going to have
different
fairing
colors, that
display.
was amazing.
So those fairing halves are going to split away from stage 2 and make their way
And
down to
I
Earth.
believe that
And stage 2
faint
will
green stuff
continue
you
on
can
with
see on
the
the left
mirror
side there, I
satellite
believe that's
onto its
like
parking orbit.
whites down on the ground in Florida.
Oh yeah, probably.
But from what I
And that D had a really solid startup, and all of the temperatures are looking really good. Burn is
started
going
using
nominally right now.
infrared cameras more in the second stage, I think.
That's really cool.
Fairing time. Joel.
That's cool.
Preparation confirmed.
And as you just saw, we just
That
had a
was cool.
successful separation of that fairing. Once we get into the vacuum of space, we don't need it anymore, so we get rid of that extra
Second
mass.
stage is all in a normal trajectory.
As you just heard, second stage is on a nominal trajectory.
Oh, look how
Now, there are
bright
going
that
to be
is.
2 stage 2 burns for this
That's
mission.
cool.
The first is this one that is taking the spacecraft to its parking orbit.
Acquisition of signal
Once it
Bermuda.
shuts down, it'll coast for about 18 minutes before relighting
So
over
it
the
makes me
equator
sad when
to
Brett
raise
says
your
he's being
Geostationary
recruited by other
deployment
companies and stuff.
Geostationary transfer orbit.
You hear
Now,
that,
while
right?
stage 2 is doing its job, stage 1
Oh,
is making its way
kinda.
back home down to Earth.
Yeah, he said there's one in the Bay Area.
Now it's going to
Guy that
execute
worked with them at
2
SpaceX
burns.
is
The
now
first is the
working there.
entry burn, which is coming up in about 1 minute and 50 seconds. The first stage is traveling at roughly 2,300 meters per second. And what this 3-engine burn is going to do is assist gravity in rapidly slowing the stage down. If we didn't do that, it would overheat and it would break up. This slows it down and protects it as it enters the Earth's thicker upper atmosphere. Now the second of those stage 1 burns is called the landing burn. This is a single engine burn where we light that center engine E9, and it brings the vehicle's velocity down rapidly from about 250 meters per second to about 2 meters per second in order to gently land the rocket on the drone ship.
You threw the
Now,
cats
stage
away?
1
Yeah.
should occur
Not throw them away, but put
just
them
a
on.
Yeah, I
second or
did.
two following second stage engine cutoff. So it's going to be
How
a
do you
lot
probably
happening
try
all
What's
at
up?
once closely for this next series of events.
Don't forget to subscribe and join my league before it gets full.
Like, continue.
Now we're about 50 seconds away from that entry
Probably
burn.
doesn't
But
eat
just note
dinner
that once
then.
we recover this booster, we plan to
Should
fly
call
it
her
for the
Oscar.
3rd time later this year. As mentioned before, this is possible due to those Block 5 upgrades, which brings SpaceX closer to its goal of full and rapid rocket reusability.
Oh, whoa.
Thruster burns on the first stage.
That's cool. Hey, are they still attempting to catch the fairing? They have that little thingy to catch it, like a
Generally
little,
speaking, yes.
little
On this
trampoline
launch,
net thing.
on this launch they aren't, because Mr. Steven, the boat, is on the west coast.
No.
Of course you do. It'll fill up fast.
For,
Really? The fairing boat's... Oh, right now it is.
yeah, they only have one ferrying boat. They have it on the west coast, probably because they're gonna
Where we're getting
have
close to that
something
entry burn
planned
right
for
now.
one of the upcoming Vandenberg launches.
Okay.
On the right, and that continues to burn nominally, and there we go. That entry burn has started.
That's cool.
Very nice.
That's really cool. My favorite is when you can see where it's going, like the hole coming back in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh.
It is.
Stage 2 continues to follow a normal trajectory.
See if the grid fins still have some hot
Just right
burning.
there, stage 1
stuff
entry
on
burn.
it.
Here's the league info.
Stage 2 is
Have
still
what
looking
on it?
Oh,
beautifully.
no, actually.
And have that
never mind.
landing burn,
They're
that
just getting
last
hot
and
'cause
final burn on
re-entry.
stage 1.
Yeah.
It's gonna begin at about a minute
I
or
love
so.
it when it comes on and you can start seeing the land
And as I
underneath it.
mentioned
It's so
earlier,
cool.
just a couple seconds after that, we're gonna have SECO 1. Stands for Second Engine Cutoff
no.
1.
No! Don't do that to us. It's my favorite part. Meanies.
My favorite part when the signal always cuts
No.
out when they try to do drone ship landing.
No,
I
not
think
that
I've only
part.
had it work like once or twice where it didn't cut out on the drone ship.
No, they've had a couple really good ones where it comes down, you can see all the lights and it's landed right there exactly where it's supposed to be. They've had a couple of those.
Like live
Yeah.
on the drone ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's only
Well,
been
I guess
couple,
it's not usually a drone ship. That's on land. That's on
There's only been a
land.
couple times they haven't had it cut out.
I'll add you.
on the drone ship.
Accepting
That's true.
applications
It'll cut out
now.
and then it'll be like landed.
Sonic,
You're right.
and
It's
it's
not
making
usually
its
on
way
the-
on down to
You're right. It's not the
right
drone
now.
ship that I've seen it all the way. It's the land
Hopefully
ones.
we'll get that camera view
Give me
back.
some subscriptions.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Landing burn has begun.
How's the view
Let's see what
from
we
the drone
get.
ship up, looking up,
Oh wow.
since they lost the downlink signal for some reason?
Boom.
Yes, man. Just that close.
So we lost the video right there, but hopefully we will get that back.
They're gonna just have to keep
Hopefully,
landing
but we
until they
have
can
heard
get
that
the
we've
whole
had a
signal we
successful
have.
second engine cutoff, and that stage 2 is in a good orbit. Hopefully we can get a view on that drone ship.
That's
if
how I
everything
feel like,
stabilizes,
dang it,
but
you
if
already
not,
cut us out
We'll
once.
give you an update on the status of the first stage once we get it.
Comment on all
What
my
we're
awesome
hearing right now is
videos.
that stage 2 is in a good orbit. It's in its nominal parking orbit. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a little break. As you can hear, we got it. Awesome. This is the second landing of this booster. Landed successfully on board. Of course, I still love you.
I launched this one 3 times.
It's a great
Come on,
shot right there.
do it.
What, Justin? What were you saying?
Meanwhile, second stage
They
is
only
in a
ever
good orbit,
relaunched
as I
previous
mentioned
ones
before.
one time.
It's going to continue to coast,
That's
and
the
we're going
third
to take a
time?
little break here and come back
That's the
at
third
T
one?
plus 26
Third time?
minutes for
No,
second
I'm
stage
saying
relight and then deployment
Now
of
that
the
they've
Mirror
recovered
PT
this one
satellite.
twice, they can launch it a third time, which they haven't done.
SpaceX launch.
They're going to, right?
Yeah, they're going to. I just hope it's soon. Okay, this is very convenient. This long pause period with the cool music happens to be about as long as we were back from being live. So I can just like pull us forward to almost live. Almost cool music. Oh, it's like my favorite track too.
Stage engine is about to briefly reignite for its second and final burn to place the satellite in its intended geostationary transfer orbit.
Yeah, so this satellite is going into geostationary orbit, so that it'll be in that ring around the equator, and it'll go around the Earth at the same rate that the Earth spins, so that it always stays right above the Indonesia area, since it's an Indonesian communication satellite. This is the part that they always do where they wait till they get about over Africa for logistical reasons, and then they do the launch to turn the orbit from just a low circle into an oval, where the close side is like a low Earth orbit, but the high side is like a geosynchronous orbit, and then when the satellite gets to the high side, then it turns it back into a big circle. Okay. We'll get to see the little engine burn. Here we go.
And as you just saw, we just had a successful reignition of the second stage Merlin vacuum engine.
You can see the orbit.
This burn will continue for another 20 seconds or so. Power is good, the temperatures are looking good, the burn is nominal.
The light is moving. The colors are cool on here.
Yeah, they got some kind of color mapping.
Does that show the heat? That's color.
Yeah.
I keep yawning, I can't hear you.
Shows them like where the hot spots are and stuff.
Makes it look pretty.
Hopefully we got that live image, but second engine shut down 2 should be coming up very shortly.
Back shut down.
And we just had successful shutdown of MVAC. Let's wait to hear to see if we're in a good orbit.
Nominal orbit insertion.
Great, we are in a solid orbit. Now payload deploy will be coming up in just a few minutes here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a pause and then come back to see the live deployment of the MEJOEM satellite.
Payload deployment.
Welcome back.
Welcome
we
back.
are about to reach the payload deployment phase
That's
of today's mission. Should coming up in approximately 50 seconds. Now the payload is mounted to stage 2 on what we refer to as the payload adapter. And after the stage separation signal is sent, there is a spring-loaded band around the base of the satellite. What it'll do is it'll fire and open up, and then there are 4 compression springs inside the payload adapter that will gently push the MEJOEM satellite away from Falcon 9, and that spacecraft will continue on to its final destination in geostationary orbit.
So it doesn't deploy right now.
That's more detailed than I remember. No, it does.
Payload separation should be in about 15 seconds. we'll be able to see it live.
It's springy thingies and stuff used to push the
So
satellite.
there you go. You can see a
Jimmy's
mirror
watching
fusion
too.
satellite just in front of you with
Yeah, and we're
the
now
sun behind it, giving it a nice
almost
backlight.
live. We're like a minute behind.
I told Kimmy we're watching lunch and she said, "Here too."
This is your third payload separation.
What?
I didn't see them.
What?
I looked
So our
down.
stream is over. Thanks for. Oh. Maybe because a minute and a half in the future it had finished. That's weird.
I didn't see the cute little satellites deploy. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
The sun behind it, giving it a
That's
nice
the
backlight.
best part.
Hang
Besides
on.
the
There
liftoff.
we were.
My little
This is your third payload
satellite.
separation
It's a
confirmed.
big
I
satellite.
know it
It's
is.
looking
Looks
good.
like a big launch pad or
And
something.
with that,
It's like
that
at least
brings
as
Falcon
tall.
9's mission to a
Right?
close
No,
today.
it's like.
And of course, that's the end of our webcast.
You know, my dad used
So,
to
a great
describe
thanks to our
satellites as
customer,
being
PT
like,
Telecom
like
Indonesia, for
as
entrusting
big as
us
a
with
school
tonight's
bus
mission.
or
A
whatever.
thank you to satellite manufacturer SSL,
Yeah.
the 45th Space Wing for providing range safety today,
Freaking
and
big.
to the FAA for licensing today's launch. We'd also like to thank all of our
They're even
viewers
bigger
for
when
tuning
they
into
have
this late night or
The
early
big
morning
old solar
launch, depending on
arrays
where you
spread
are.
out and
If you're
like all their
excited
like
about what you've seen
dishes
here tonight
and
and want to join us on our
antennas
mission,
and stuff.
please visit spacex.com
Bigger.
/careers to check out our current list of job postings. You can also follow our website and social media platforms for
Okay. Wobbity wobbity blue. There you go.
I know, it still makes me sad. I get Brett moved away. Part of the reason is because I like him working for SpaceX because it's exciting, and part of it is because I don't want him to move away to Northern California or anywhere else. I know, I'd never stop him from doing what he wants to do. It's
I know, there's so many reasons why it's cool that he works at SpaceX.
I know. Well, you're just gonna have to work at SpaceX, Justin. You have to get your goal and follow through. How are you doing on that peer program stuff? Huh? Justin, you need to do that ASAP. We keep giving you assignments and you don't do it. What are we gonna do with you? Beat you up? Hmm? Want me to tell you that you're gonna be making peace and I'm gonna disown you? It will make your life pretty miserable. Alright, now let's watch the rest of this.
Yep.
That drink and the dishwasher, can you throw mine in too? Thank you.
What, the subway one? I mean,
So, don't talk to them.
Wendy's?
Huh? It's not Wendy's, is it? Stop talking.
Oh,
I don't know Wendy's one. I haven't been there for a while, huh? Now I would do
I gotta grab my drink.
Sign up. Check out my YouTube channel. Hey, you didn't subscribe. Didn't jump on my league. Let's get started.